there are some options for people to get money from other sources. And the first
Hmm.
I wanted to talk about, which I don't think has been largely talked about, is asking a relative for
Yeah.
their money, and that's kind of a it's tough to give advice in that area, isn't it?
Yeah, but these aren't normal times. I agree. In just in my experience in the business I'm in, I've come across families that are making loans to one another. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't work out. It can create more problems than it resolves. However, um, it may be an option that's available to you. You may have a mom or a dad who may be retired and have some money put away that they can kind of help you, get you through it. But again, it comes down to such an individual basis.
So
But it is an alternative.
it is an alternative. The other alternative, and I've heard about this talked about as a last resort from a lot of
Hmm.
financial advisors, is withdrawing from a 401k plan.
Hmm.
I want to go into this in depth a little bit.
Sure.
Explain what the rules are and how they've changed, and what are the options for people who do have money in a 401k that's
Mhm.
sitting there right
Well, I mean, you know this. Anybody who knows me would say, I've been telling people to stay socially distanced from the retirement money, in normal times. And again, I underscore these are not normal times. I think people, and in this day and age, since the 401k began replacing the pension, the 401k has really become the nest egg, the savings place for the majority of people that can do it. So that's really where their money is. Um, you are allowed currently a penalty-free hardship withdrawal of up to $100,000 in from your IRA. You then have up to 3 years to pay the taxes on the withdrawal, or you have up to 3 years to return that distribution back into your 401k. And if you do that, it's considered a rollover and there's no taxable event. For younger people, the government has in place a provision that tries to keep you from tapping into the money before age 59 and a half. They've relaxed that. Normally, they'll hit you with a 10% penalty on any money that you take out of your retirement plan prior to age 59 and a half. That's gone. You don't have to worry about the penalty. So you can go ahead and take money. And I always advise people, listen, if you have to do it, and again, we go back expenses of daily living. If you need to get that money out, take it out, but just try to be judicious about it. Don't take more than you need to reward yourself for something that you've gone through. Take out what you need to meet your immediate
and you
needs.
can actually reduce that tax burden, if I'm not mistaken, by
Mhm.
even returning a third or half of that money within the 3 year period.
Whatever you return, and you have 3 years to pay the taxes on it, or you have 3 years to return that money. And any money that comes back in is just considered a rollover contribution back into the plan. There'll be no taxes. Just say you took 10 grand out, you put three back.
Right.
Well, the three that you put back, you won't be taxed on. The seven that you kept out and didn't pay taxes on, you'll pay
And
taxes
I just got a comment from a woman, Lisa. Why should we have to touch our 401k? And again, we were talking about this is kind of a last ditch.
on. It's a last resort. Yes, it is. It's a last resort. But again, to Lisa's point, we've always known that, when we retire, there'll be a pension. The pensions went away. It's really fallen on the individual to put money into a plan. And on average, I've seen the statistics. You really can't build up a 6 month nest egg. Most people can't, and then still fund the 401k plan. With the 401k advantages, more people will opt to do that first. So that really is that quote, safe, that rainy money fund. That's where most people have it. That's why it's so attractive to tap into it, because that's really where most of the money is.